Om Purnamada. Why not you all chant? Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Avashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om, all those that are invisible are filled by Brahman. All those that are visible are also fully permeated by Brahman. The whole universe has come out of the whole Brahman. Brahman is still full, although the whole universe has come out of it. Om, peace, peace, peace. So here, Shwetashwatara Upanishad. So what it was teaching us, then in chapter 5, is saying that this world has two aspects. One is the perishable aspect, and embedded inside is that imperishable aspect. So, ignorance will lead us to the perishable, and wisdom will lead us to immortality. They're entirely different. These, there is one, he is the imperishable, infinite secret, supreme Brahman, in whom exists wisdom as well as ignorance, and who governs them both. So, ignorance leads to perishable. That's the verse number 1 in 5th chapter. We have done that. Just I'm recapitulating. So, ignorance, when we are ignorant, we go to perishable object, means change of life and birth and transitional things. And when wisdom comes, we know that we are immortal. So there is witness, a perishable and imperishable idea is embedded by one idea of eternity. So entirely different from these two aspects, God, Lord, the Absolute, is the imperishable, infinite, and supreme Brahman. And in that exists everything. Wisdom is also there, and also ignorance is also there. That's the perfect understanding about Vedanta. Everything is harmonized. Not good. In dualistic religion, there is the problem. God is all good and bad, some Satan. You have to create some other agency to be a Satan to fight with God. Whatever God desires, and Satan will say no, and he will go and fight. And that eternal fight with God and Satan continues. So this is not, Vedanta says, yes, whatever you see as Satan and whatever you see as God, so-called, both are me. Only knowledge and ignorance makes the difference. Second verse it taught us that he, that reality, is a presides over the nature in all aspects. He is in every aspect of the nature we see. And he also, that reality, controls the creation and also produces the creation. And he, that Lord, witnesses the birth of the firstborn. We are thinking of God, Lord, who has created God. Created God came from where? It came from that absolute which is beyond all duality, that Satchidananda God. No? Differentiating each species and each species into members, that supreme being withdraws them once more into their own ground. That means, you see, this universe is an evolution and involution, but it comes from that reality. And in that, when it is withdrawn, we call Mahapralaya. Even God, Brahma, Creator, everything is gone. Again, it comes from Him. Tatjalaniti, Tatja. It comes from that reality. And it's born in that. And along, it ends there. That means it's withdrawn into that reality. Again, bring forth the agents of creation. Again, he brings it out and again in. This continues. Just as the sun shines, lighting up all space above, below, and across, even so does that one adorable God, with the repository of all goodness and greatness, preside over everything that has the nature of a cause. So, what has a cause means what has a creation. They are all governed by that one reality. That one reality is the source of all lighting things in the world, or anything shines, he shining, everything shines. It is the Lord God, the repository of our goodness and greatness. He is presiding over everything what is created in this world. And then the verse number 5 says, he who is the one source of the world brings out everything of his own nature. No, there is no second person to help him to create anything, no? And leads creatures to perfection according to their desires, and endows each being with its distinguishing character. Thus, he presides over the whole universe. He controls the universe. Everything comes out of him, and he brings out his own, like a spider. Spider creates the big net by his own, from his own, and then also he withdraws that. You see, when the spider is starting to create a net, you give some, strike it or obstruct it, it will find that it is sucking his own juice, as it were, and the net is withdrawn. So Brahman alone, out of Brahman comes this universe net of Maya, and again it can withdraw into it. So that is the truth emphasized here. That he is hidden in the Upanishad. So this truth can be found hidden in the Upanishads. Him we call Hiranyagarbha. He is the knower of the Vedas, and gods and seers who realize him, they become identified with him, and as a result, they become immortal. So, to knowing this truth, those who have known this reality, that the one reality appearing as many, and again disappearing into him, there is nothing but what we see is a divine absolute Satchidananda in name and form. So, those who know, they become immortal. And now, only he who gets attached to the pleasurable qualities of things does work for the sake of its results in the world. Those who want the things of temporary nature, they want to get the fruit, doing some work, some result, and they enjoy the fruits. Good comes good, bad comes bad. Though really the master of the senses, he becomes bound by the three gunas. Though we are all the master of the mind, a master of creation in our essential nature, but we become bound by the three gunas. And if the three gunas assume various forms, wanders about through the three paths. Three paths means what is dharma path, righteousness, path of adharma, unrighteousness, and the path of knowledge. So everyone in this world being born under the three gunas, Satchidan, Sattva, Rajas, and Tamas, make three types of destination. One, dharmic, righteous action, one, unrighteous action, and one, knowledge, which removes all darkness. So these are the three paths they follow. And subtle, because it is knowledge when they brought the question of knowledge, but how that knowledge works, the truth is subtle as the point of a goat, which controls the elephant, and pure and effulgent, and infinite like the sun. The truth, which is so subtler than the subtlest. That's why Angushtamatro Ravitulla Rupa is shining like that of the sun, sun's brilliance. That subtle truth, infinite like the sun, he alone is seen, assuming as another. The same reality is appearing, assuming another form of the size of a thumb in the heart of all, and associating himself then with that reality. What comes first? Ego comes. Then sankalpa, desire comes. And on account of the limitation of so intellect, mind, etc., then comes added with it. It is pure self. With it comes ego. With it comes resolutions. I will be this, I will be that. And that resolution moves into action through taking a body. So, infinite truth, which is unborn and which is uncontrollable, it takes the shape of human being and being controlled and manipulated by this world because of this ignorance. So now today we are reading the verse number 9. 9 says, Balagro Satubhagasya Balagro Satubhagasya Satudha Kalpitasya cha Satudha Kalpitasya cha Bhago Jivo Savikya Bhago Jiva Savikya Sacha Anyat Annati what is it? Sacha Ananyat such anantyaya kalpate, such anantyaya kalpate, such anantyaya kalpate. Jiva cha, this individual soul as we are, is called jiva, that individual soul, satata kalpitasya, divided 100 times, like that 100th part of the point of a hair. So, Anantaya Kalpate is capable of infinity. So, though it looks like little, you, me, so little tiny, as is so negligible, but this short and small and almost non existing reality can have an opportunity to Anantaya Kalpate, has a capability to go back to the infinite source of us. Such a big game, and that is to be known in life. So we are in this world. The main purpose of life is to know that, and we are that. Though we are appearing now like a splitting hair, balagro. Agro means the tip of the hair. If you cut it into hundred pieces, tiny, tiny, non-existing appearances like we are billions and billions of creation. We are only one such tiny existence. But no, we are not tiny existence. We can go back to our infinite source of knowledge. And the Sa Anantyaya Kalpate is capable of infinity, and such a big game he is to be known. So the running translation goes that individual soul as we are, is as subtle as a hair point divided and subdivided into hundreds times. Just imagine tip of our hair and you can cut it, split it, splitting. So how they given an example that we are all insignificant. But you cut, say, given an example of a hair, and now cut it at hundreds. If you can have any instrument to cut the longitudinally the hair, how insignificant is that? And much division, we are non-existing. We are the other day saying that that 4,384 hundred thousands of galaxies can enter into a black hole. My God, understand the number. Galaxy, not one, two. Say 4,000 something, the number I forgot. A huge number of galaxies, they found a black hole. The whole thing can swallow, bus, gone. And we are thinking, My problem. I am this. I am lost. I am gain. Hare, why are you? You say, that's why Vivekananda said, say you are zero. Either you say you are zero or you say you are everything. There is no in between position of you. Either you say you are nothing. In the uh, billions of people in the earth planet now, what is your position, my position? My voice, I will change this, I will do that. Okay, you can shout in your room, but who cares for that in the whole world? And now we are talking about galaxy. What is galaxy? Just imagine. And not one galaxy, so many thousands and thousands of galaxies. And all can go into one black hole, only one. How many are there in the cosmos? Who knows this? So either you have to say Vedanta, either say you are nothing, or you are say you are everything. You cannot stand in between anywhere. That is Swamiji's idea, the Upanishad idea. So he says that individual soul is as subtle as a hair point, divided and subdivided hundreds of times. Yet he is potentially infinite. That's why Swamiji says each soul is potentially divine. That is the foundation of Vedanta. We are whatever we are in an apparent person, apparent man and the real man. Swamiji gave a wonderful lecture. Apparent man and the real man. Real man is lurking behind this apparent man. And all this failures, frustration in the apparent man. Apparent man is non existing, it is changeable. But the real man is all the time behind. So it says, yet he is potentially infinite, and he has to be known. Known means you are not to purchase somewhere. We are not to realize God, grab something, I'll get. Like samosa, I grab it and get. This is called the grabbing. It was not, it was a separate thing. I grabbed it and enjoyed it. It is nothing to grab. It is only to know. And that gives it. That's why knowledge gives wisdom. How to show what is God realization means. That people may have approached from different angle, but ultimately it is called praptasya prapti. Praptasya prapti. What is already yours, you come to know it is yours. They gave the example that in one king had a son and he got mad. He lost his understanding. So what happened? Then he was begging door to door for few penny here and there. It's like a forgetting, but somehow one is in the world. We are like that. We are begging all the world for little solace, little smile, little joy, little fun. And one day he got back to senses by his guru and took him. But you are the owner of this entire kingdom. And you are begging like that. When that awareness comes, he become a king. So what he got it? The kingdom was his. He forgot it due to ignorance. And when knowledge came, he understood, oh, I am. The Brahma Jnana or knowing God or God realization is like that. It is not to know anything else or to grab something. God is somewhere, I will go and get it. Language we say in a dualistic language, but God realization means what? See Ramakrishna. What is God realization? We look at him. When what is God realization? He's going singing song and doing something and going into some other plane. And lost hope outside is gone. But he's beaming in joy, swimming in joy, expressed to the face, such a brilliant, bright face. So this is called, is he getting from something outside of him, or he is getting back to his own self, what it is? So that is the instruction here. Balagra satovagasa. If the hair is split, hundreds and hundreds of pieces, split the hair Kalpita saja, you think that it has become tiny, tiny, tiny. So we are tiny, tiny, tiny of the entire galaxy or in this planet, thinking we are so little, so fragile, so meaningless, so purposeless, no? And subject to suffering and pain and agonies and worries and anxieties. How we are really tormented every day. But Upanishad says, Bhago Jiva Savigyo. It is a Bhago, and your Jiva Savigyo so Anantyaya Kalpate. So think that you are that. It is a Bhago appearing division in the infinite. And it is to Anantaya Kalpate. That who knows this, then he reaches the Ananta. Anantaya Kalpate. That means he becomes capable of knowing the divine entity. So this is the way now Shankara's commentary is carried in this book. Here it is described like that. That individual soul, that individual soul is to be known as the size of the tip of a hair, imagined to be divided into hundredths of its hundredth part. Hundredth of a hundredth part. That means you split into 100 and take one piece and then make it 100. 100 splitting. That means, and yet it happens to be infinite. So still you think that you will be experiencing that it is undivided. Sajiva, that individual soul, Bigya, is to be known, this Shankara says, as Bhagaha, means of the size. What is the size? Which is a hundredth part bhaga of a part of the tip, agra of the hair tip. Kalpitasya, it is imagined, to be divided satadha, 100 times. Since the subtle body is very fine, he's talking about that. Since the gross body is this, it is much grosser and much limited, but mind is little bigger. But this subtle body is very fine, therefore, this statement is made in relation to its size. And it is so from the standpoint of its nature as the individual soul. But in its true nature, it is held to be infinite. That means Jiva Shiva. Shiva, Jiva, Jiva, Shiva. Jiva is Shiva. Shiva is Jiva. Appearing. So that is the wisdom, that is the knowledge. Swami Lokeshwarananda Swami says, the individual self is very small as 100th part of the end of a hair, which is divided again by 100. The same individual self is again infinite. Suppose the tip of a hair has been divided into 100 parts, and one part divided again into 100 parts. Imagine how small one part would be. Here, the Upanishad says that the jiva, the individual self, is as small as that, yet at the same time it is infinite because it is one with the cosmic self. It only appears to be small. It appears small or big because of its attributes. It always the cosmic self, capital. But the name and form superimposed on it makes it look different. The rope is all the rope, but it looks like a snake because the likeness of a snake is superimposed on it. When light dispels the darkness that makes you mistake the rope for the snake, then the rope reveals itself. Nothing happens. The rope is there all the time. The knowledge of the rope comes when the ignorance vanishes. When the ignorance vanishes, I am the jiva. When the ignorance vanishes that I am bound, then truth will automatically reveal. You have to do nothing. For God, that's why ultimately it is says very Beautifully it is said, for realizing God you don't need anything. All this sadhana, all this austerity, fasting, all these things, you don't need anything. But why are you doing all these things? It is only to remove the obstacle, remove the ignorance which we are having. Very hopeful word that whatever we are that divine all the time. But what appears is a mistaken identity. And to remove that mistaken identity, we do japa, we do meditation, we do prayer, we do analyze Atman, non-Atman, etc., etc. So for God realization, you need not have to do anything. To see the sun, you need not have to do anything, only remove the cloud. Simple thing. Sun is always in the sky, so the Atma Jyoti, Sayam Jyoti, Jyoti, that is already there all the time. It is obscured by my ignorance, by my body identity. I am thinking I am this. That has blocked my knowledge. That has blocked my wisdom. And that is ignorance. And that's why we cry and weep, oh Lord, please take away, remove this darkness from me. You are the breaker of this world chain. We adore you. Huh? Who is every evening we pray? Breaker of this world chain. We adore thee, whom all men love. So you are the breaker of you are personalizing that infinite reality, or you are personalizing your own divine self. What is our real nature is personified in that, which is Chit Ghanakaya, the concentrated consciousness, concentrated ananda, concentrated existence. No? So therefore, the removal of ignorance is the sadhana of a spiritual student, knowingly or unknowingly what we are trying to remove what we are not. A dualist devotee is saying, oh Lord, I am nothing, you are everything, you are everything. What he is saying? I am not, I am nothing, I am nothing. This I feeling, that is egocentric life, centered around my desires and fulfillments and failures and frustration, that I am not. I am not. I am nothing, oh Lord, you are everything. I do. No, I don't do. You do. That means you are trying to destroy this concept that you are the body, you are the mind. I am doing, my body is doing, my mind is working. No, it is not. It is you, it is you, it is you. What is Duryodhana said? Janami dharmam, nachame pravitti, janami adharmam, nachame nivritti. Taya rishikesho hridisthiteno, yatha nijuktasmi tatha karam. What a beautiful statement. Duryodhana is not ordinary man. He is a man of knowledge also. He says, Janami dharmam, I know what is righteousness, what is to be done. Nachame pravitti, I don't find any interest or inclination for that. Janami adharmam, it is not to be done. I should shun, I should not do that. But nachame nivritti, I cannot withdraw from that thought. What can I do? I am helpless. Oh Lord Narayana, you are sitting in my heart and you are guiding my buddhi. So I am doing. What is my responsibility? It is you. See here also, what he's saying, it is not me as we understand with body, mind, emotion, intellect, a complex. No, that is not me. Oh Lord, you are. So you are the guide. So this is the philosophy. You think dualism, non-dualism, that's nothing. These are the same philosophy. Vedanta says, I am not the body, not the mind. Directly he is hitting that point. And Bhakti is saying, I am your servant. I am nothing, I am nothing. I am the machine. You are the machinist. Drive me. Oh Lord, Dhiyo Yona Prasudaya. Lead my buddhi towards the truth so that I can see your effulgent face. So it is prayer, devotion. What is the distinction? It is killing the ego, false ego. That's the ignorance created, and that make me different from away from God. So here is the point that though we see the sum and substance of the this verse 9 is that though I am as an individual soul, I have brought to my awareness that I am this tiny little, but no, in a sense, I am that only if I can, the true nature, if we see that, that's I am that infinite reality. Moreover, next verse 10, Naiva strina pumaneva, Naiva strina pumaneva, Chayayam na pungshakaha, Chayevayam na pungshakaha, Jat Jat Shariramaadatte, Jat Jat Shariramaadatte, Tena Tena Sarakshate, Tena Tena Sarakshate. Naiva Stri, Na Puman Eva, Na Puman Eva, Na Chaivayam, Na Chaivayam, Na Pung Shakaha, Shakaha. Jat Jat Shariramaadatte, Shariramaadatte, Tena Tena, Tena Tena Sarakshate. So Naiva Stri. Eh? I am not the woman, na Pumaneva, not the man, na Choivam Napumshaka, not the Napumshaka eunuch. I am neither. There is no sex idea there. I am Jat Jat Sarira Madatte. I am taking a Purusha body, sorry, a body of a male body. Atma has no problem. Atma says, I am a man, I am a woman. So you are just same consciousness entering into Jat Jat Adat, that particular container. Like you put water into a glass, water remaining the same, it takes the shape of the glass. You put in a cup, it takes the shape of the cup. So wherever you put, the same content takes different form, but content is the same. So this is the question. We are all different in 5 areas: in the body area, in the energy area, mind area, intellect area, and ego area. In 5 levels, we are different. That all happening in the Maya, or you can, it's the 3 gunas are creating this, or by God's will it has been created, whatever language you use. But inner content is the same. That's why he said, this one is surely not a woman, nor is this one a man, and not one, this is certainly not a eunuch. It is protected by those very bodies, whichever it takes up. It is protected as it were internally. The same water is protected on the outer shape of a glass cup or jar or whatever. So this consciousness is actually here inside as it were. It is considered inside, but there is no inside and outside. But to understand the diversity, this is the only, the body level we are different, mind level we are different. We can analyze it very deeply. Where bodily, someone is born in America, someone is born in Russia, someone in any other country. Oh, you say, I'm Indian. What are you Indian? You're a human. You're a man. Oh no, I was born in Thailand. In Thailand, what is Thailand? You're a man or a woman, whatever. So we see that there is unity if we go to the humanity side. Or you would divide it, I'm a man, women sleep, men sleep. And what man lives? It is humanity. Come to the humanity. So if you go like that, you find that unity is more coming. I am suffering when my headache starts. You also feel the same heart suffering when your headache starts. So what is the difference between you and me? In the mental level, we are same. When I get in injury, I go to doctor and they do the surgery, and anyone falls in that same situation, they'll do the surgery. So what is the difference physically? In the eyes of the doctor, Your body, my body, there is no difference. My heart attack, they will operate the same way. Another's heart attack, they will do the same way. So there is unity in everywhere. But we make the distinction. That is our in the play of ignorance. But the truth remaining same. Same feeling, same sensation, same understanding about joy or suffering or bereavement or pain, whatever. It is the same for everyone's life. But how it is felt that it is joy, how it is felt it is suffering, this would have no feeling of self that. But yes, in the trees you can find that there is a sensation. Here is also there very subtle, we don't understand that. In stone there is also consciousness, no? That's why you call consciousness is permeated. But stone expression, manifestation is stone like, in the wood like, in the plant, in the creeper. Yeah. Say one what you call the kumlo, what is the name of the tree? Uh, gourd. Huh? That tree which produces fruits, no? Like creeper. So, see how it is spreading its wing every day, moving this way, catching some other tree, rolling around that. What intelligence? You think intelligence is only human brain? You will be surprised to see that the creepers are going up. You see one very tiny, microscopic, or very small to our vision, one insect is moving. See, what is the energy? You stop it, it goes the other way. So, where is the lack of consciousness? So, only the same consciousness in the costume of a mosquito or a fly, as a human, as a man, as a woman, everyone. Content is the same, or shape and sizes are different. So, this is the truth, and that is to be understood, that is to be realized. And realization does not mean something will happen. And Holy Mother said, what is the sign of a man of realization? Two horns will grow? No. Holy Mother's simple response. Gyan Chaitanya hoy. What is? All scriptures are so difficult. But Holy Mother's what is so simple. When you realize God, what happens? Gyan hoy, Chaitanya hoy. You attain some knowledge that you are the conscious entity. Chetana, you become aware that you are consciousness. That will happen only. And that is Sasanvedda, that you will experience by yourself. In your own personal experience, you will feel that, yes, that is the truth. And Parasamvedda also, it can be seen by others. They will see in you a person who is intoxicated in God, a person who is very much peaceful, joyful under all circumstances. So that is the experience by the outsider. But inside only the realized soul can understand whether it is his experience or not. So this is the Naivasti beautiful. This is that's why it is Shankara's. Let me read the Shankara's word for word meaning, how he translated. It says, this one is surely not a woman, nor is this one a man, and this one is certainly not a eunuch. It is protected by those very bodies, whichever it takes. I mean, the main sutra. Word for word meaning such. Since Esha, this one, the individual soul, is in essence possessed of the nature of the non-dual, directly realizable Brahman, that is the self. Therefore, it is surely no stree, not a woman, nor puman, a man, surely not napumsaka, a eunuch. Yat sariramadat means whichever body it takes up, be it a female body or a male body or a eunuch's body, saw it the individual soul Identifying itself with the intellect, rakshate is protected. So taking the body, whenever we take the body, I say it is mine. So everything in life, there is something in this, say you went to shopping something. It was in the shopkeeper's authority, no? So as soon as you pay the money and I grab it, it is yours. And that yours, when you feel it yours, then all the suffering and joy it can bring in your life because it is you. As soon as you think is mine, you are bringing it and it gets scratched in a thorn or something. You will feel so bad. And a freshly new shirt I purchased and it happened, or some dirty thing fell on that new cloth. You are just going somewhere using your cloth. So whenever identification is coming, that's a problem. But it happens the entire shopkeeper's whole whole shopping place burns into zero. So you will feel, you can say sympathy, ha ha, is why it is burned. But it does not touch you at all. It touches only even one penny thing you purchase, and it is in you think mine, and something happens, then you are off. You have got new car, good, bad, whatever. And before it is sold to you, if anything happens, scratches, you don't pay attention. But you just bring in, and that time somebody has just hit your bumper. You stand and then call police, you have done this and this, it will go up to neck pain, all these things. It starts from just touching the bumper. And one lady did that. I was one time going to Santa Barbara this evening, and it was, and just my car didn't touch even. My monologue, just I don't feel anything. And put the brake. And she came out. And she then started taking number out. Okay, you take number, I take your number. No, she will call police. And police does not care for there is no accident, nothing. In the freeway, I was standing for half an hour or 45 minutes. Then I said it is too late to go to back to Santa Barbara. I came back. Now, point is that nothing has happened. Our car bumper has touched to the bumper. No scratch, no problem. But I am feeling injury. Oh my God. So that is this protecting because it is my car. If other car happen, no one feels. So me and mine, that's why Shankaracharya has emphasized. Wherever I put my I or me or mine, there starts all these problems. But when I feel that I'm not the body, not the mind, then you are free. So this individual soul, when it's identifying itself with the intellect, rakshate means it's protected. Tena tena. But by the type of body you take, that identification with that body, anything happens to that body, you feel I. The soul, as the Hindu idea goes, Buddhistic idea goes. How many times you become man, how many times you become woman, who knows what? But now in this body, I'm a man, I'm a man, I'm a man. I'm a woman, I'm a woman. So this is all the same content of consciousness, just poured into one container called man, another called woman. By those bodies, superimposing the quality of those respective bodies. This body has some qualities. Male body has certain thing, woman body has something. But imposing the qualities of those respective bodies on itself, it thinks, the Satchidananda thinks, I am fat. In old language, I am fat. I am lean. I am a male. I am a female, etc., etc. So it is identification. Really, really. When we were babies, where was our identity? Do we know we are a man or a woman, a boy or a girl? No. When the baby is born, he has no sense what is this. He does not know this word. Who are around? What word is this? And when identification starts coming, And the society helps us to identify more in the world. Hey, you are a boy, you should not do like that. Hey, you are a girl, you should dress like that. You should dress like that. And we gradually know I am a boy, I am a boy, I am a girl, and this is my. All these things come added.
No, it doesn't because we see like that Swamiji's story that the duck and the chicken, when it comes
Hmm.
from the one will go automatically to the water, another will go to the land, like that. So similarly for boy and girl, it's not full about social conditioning. They automatically will.
But how they get it, Baba? How they get into the idea of swan idea? It has some background. Go to the root of that. You will find that there is something. Some karma is there, some action is there. Action is prompted by desire, desire is there. Why the desire? Why we take so many bodies? I want to say, Rabindranath Tagore has a beautiful song. ইচ্ছা করে জন্ম লই প্রতি ঘরে ঘরে ও স্বামী প্রেমেশানন্দ song. Uh, ইচ্ছা করে জন্ম লই প্রতি ঘরে ঘরে. Yeah, I desire to be born in every home, in every body, and I will enjoy the Bushra infinite experience of this world together. Uh, so we all desire, that's why we take a body. And what desire is prompted by how? Samskara. Samskara is built by the conditioning of the society or whatever condition, snake condition in a snake world. Their life is there. So it's samskaras change. Anyhow, main thing to understand, these are not ours. Main shaman substance of this verse is that I am not the body. I am neither man, neither woman. Every day we chat, no? Swamiji in the Song of the Sannyasi, and also in
The sexless self,
the sexless slave, whose father, whose mother,
whose child is.
whose child is he, who is but one. Okay, so let us see how the other Swamis have explained it. Ah, this is one surely, this Atman is surely not a woman, it is Shankara saying. Not a woman, nor is this one a man, and this one is certainly not a eunuch. It is protected by those very bodies whichever it takes up. Since, oh, I have read this, no? Yeah, I have read. The other book says, no, he was three, no, one. He is neither female nor male. They have not explained much anything. And the third one, Swami Lokeshwarananda. The self is neither female nor male, and it is not eunuch either. It assumes different forms as a result of its karma, and by those forms it is known. Now, the explanation, the individual self assumes a form. It could be the form of a woman, a man, a eunuch, or even an animal or insect. But in reality, the self has no form. It merely appears to be a woman or a man or anything. Sometimes the body is called caravanseria. What is that?
Caravans,
Caravanseria.
it's like the traveling musicians or Romani people. They
Oh.
go together in one parade
Oh,
from country to country.
caravanseria. Huh?
Travels around.
Okay. So sometimes the body is called a caravanseria. When a caravan is traveling in a desert, it stops for the night at the shelter called a caravanseria. It is a temporary resting place. Similarly, the forms that we have assumed are temporary houses. The forms that we have assumed are temporary houses, as it were. You may know a person who lives in a house at a certain corner. You identify that person with the house, and in order to distinguish him from others, you might say the man who lives in this house on the corner. But you know he is not the house. In the same way, you are temporarily occupying a body, but you are not the body. It is as if you are a tenant in a house. In a short time, We will vacate that house and move on to another. That is what we have been doing. Huh? We are thinking this house is my house, but সে কর্তারে দেবে ফেলে কালা কালের কর্তা এলে ভেবে দেখ মন কেউ কারো নয় মিছে ভ্রম এ সংসারে Ramakrishna used to sing this song. Micha Brahmo, uselessly you are wandering in this world of duality, no? World of this. Say Kartare. You are thinking, I am the head of this center. I am the departmental in charge. I. This I, ego, Karta, the master, I'm the master here. Say Kartare, deve fele, he will kick out that Karta. When Kala Kaler Karta ele, Kalakal means who controls the time. The Lord of the time, Master of the time, Mahadeva Shiva, or the transcendental truth, when it appears, or death comes. Kalakale, Devedek Moon, think of my mind, Keu Karo Noi. No one belongs to anyone. We came alone, we'll have to make a journey alone. How much we love, how much we say, this is this way of life, no? Tukka, Devedek Moon, Keu Karo Noi. মিছা ভ্রম এ সংসারে কালাকালের কর্তা এলে সে কর্তারে দেবে ফেলে কালাকালের কর্তা এলে দেবে দেখ মন কেউ কারো নয় মিছে ভ্রম এ সংসারে. So you are falsely giving too much emphasis in this world of unreality, but roaming and round the cycle of birth and death because you are the Karta. I am the doer. I am this. I know this. I. And that is the cause of all suffering.
You want the full lyrics?
Some question? If there is a question, then I can end here. This is the end of the verse number 10. We will start 11th verse next day. Oh, the song is here. Oh, I thought that question.
Sing it, Maharaj.
ভেবে দেখ মন কেউ কারো নয় মিছে ভ্রম ভূমণ্ডলে ভুলো না দক্ষিণা কালী ভুলো না দক্ষিণা কালী বদ্ধ হয়ে মায়া জলে. Don't forget Mother Kali, Dakshina Kali, বদ্ধ হয়ে being bound in the net of this Maya. যার জন্য মর ভেবে সে কি তোমার সঙ্গে যাবে সেই পেয়সী দেবে ছড়া অমঙ্গল হবে বলে ভেবে দেখ. Whom you love too much, and you are thinking day and night what will happen. Will she or he go with you? And so it is you are roaming around unnecessarily in this worthless world of existence. দিন দুই দিনের জন্য ভাবে কর্তা বলে সবাই মানে দুই দিন দুই দিনের জন্যে ভাবে কর্তা বলে সবাই মানে সে কর্তারে দেবে ফেলে কালাকালের কর্তা এলে ভেবে দেখ মন কেউ কারো নয় মিছে ভ্রম এ বন্যালে ভুলো না দক্ষিণা কালী বদ্ধ হয়ে মায়া জালে ভেবে দেখ মন কেউ কারো নয়. They're beautiful songs. Yeah. Think of my mind. That's why these songs are composed by Kamalakanta and others. What profound meaning. You sing one song and just go on the line and what it means. your mind will really go into the another realm to understand the meaninglessness in which we pay so much attention in this world. But so long we are, we will have to do that. But not to be attached. How can these songs are always reminding us? Think this way, then you will not be attached. Then you can love everyone. You can do all these things. Problem is not love. Problem is the attachment. And attachment comes, it is natural because we are body bound people. Our mind is there, our body is there, our emotion is there. So that will function. But if you think, baby, that moon, keu karo noy. Again think, oh my mind, think, baby, that, oh my mind, keu karo noy. No one belongs to anyone, or we belong to all. If you say no one belongs to anyone, really, in our life's journey, look at that, how we meet each other. Where was Nish? Where was I? Where was Adolfo? Where were all these people? Who? Who were where? And under certain circumstances, certain day, we suddenly met together, get friendship, we love each other, we respect each other. That is going on. And time will come, I'll go somewhere, you will go somewhere, and we don't see each other. How many people from childhood, we have our friends, we have our acquaintances, where are they? How many people you recall? How many people you recount that relationship, that thinking, that feeling, that emotion? Think about that when you are in school days, how much friendship with another friend. Our two friends are all the time eating, sleeping, and not talking all the time. And where does it go? All this relationship, that is to understand, not to go to depression or frustration, but to understand fully that this is real nature of the world and real nature of our mind, real nature of our understanding. So if we understand it properly, then things become clear. That yes, we are divine, not body. Body has been born one day, body has come in contact with another person, another friend. Mind has associated with someone, mind is angry with someone. This is all the level of mind it is going on or body going on. But in essence, we are all, if say consciousness, okay, that much is correct. But other than what is coming and going, it is only name and form. And in that name, as if consciousness is poured into that form. That is the example given for our understanding. Each individual soul is nothing but a cascade in which the person is sleeping there. So if we think this way, then we can live more joyfully, cheerfully. And that's called the knowledge. So we end here today. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat. Sri Ram Krishna Panamastu. Will be tomorrow, gospel class. So I'll be here to read the gospel.